also concerned me. The way he looks, there's no vascularity. Like Kriso has the vascularity. Derek Martin has Nick has vascularity. Where is the vascularity on this man's arms? Now look at this. Look at this. The density of the muscle is on another level. Vito's not beating this. Not touching it, man. He is consistent, and he has been consistent this whole year. And if he comes in looking like he did in Detroit, which he won and qualified for the Olympia already, he's going to do some damage on the stage. His structure is very pretty, but he doesn't have enough mass. And like, not mass in the sense of, even like Derek it looks bigger than Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like he still has that amateur level look to him in some of his poses. I'm like, that could be at the nationals, right? He's focused. He's confident. He's calm. He seems happy. He seems structured. He seems to be on a mission, and he wants that triple crown. And a lot of these photos, I think, are misleading Nick Walker. And that's what has hampered Samson Dauda in the past, because of the filters he uses. And then he comes to the stage and like, oh, he's not as conditioned as we thought he was. He looked shredded in his pictures. He looked shredded in the video. But that's not the same guy on stage. All right, guys, this is where it gets kind of crazy. This is where it gets kind of controversial. This is where I know I'm going to hear it in the comments. But I don't give a shit. This is what my final prediction is, and I'm putting it all on the line. Hey guys, Matt Sinkering here, host of the Muscle Discord podcast, and I want to do a quick plug of my coaching business. I do online coaching as well through my exclusive fitness app, where you have guided workouts to follow, meal plans to follow, all the macros are laid out for you, the cooking instructions. You do weekly check-ins with me, upload your photos, your measurements, and I make adjustments as needed every week for you. So use promo code Muscle Discord when you sign up, and you'll save 20% off your monthly coaching fee. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord, and I'm going to do my 2025 Pittsburgh Pro final prediction. All right, and we have the official list is out, and there's no surprises on the list. Everyone that we figured was doing the show is doing the show. Obviously, I have Martin Fitzwater. I see Ron Gordon's on there. Nick Walker. Good Veto, Michael Kriso, Derek Lunsford, right? So we got the people that were, and William Bonac. We got the people that we're excited to see do the show. This is the deepest lineup aside from the Arnold and the Olympia by far this year, and so excited. I mean, I'm so excited. There's a live stream this weekend, guys. So go buy your live stream, go check it out. Take part in that. Obviously, I'll be doing my watch along and things like that. So it's going to be fun to be doing this together with you guys, and have to thank Tyler Mannion and the Mannion family for putting on the live stream. And it's going to be an amazing event. And I hope to go to one of these years now that it's coming on every year. Hope to go down to Pittsburgh and check out that expo. If you are in the area, make sure you go check it out. All right, so let's go into this. I'm going to do my top 6. This is it. There's no changing it after this. I've been doing my top 6 with Phil Clayhar and Ron Harris on my Monday live shows, and we made our final predictions. And now I'm going to do mine. And this is very tough for me to do. So let's go right into it. Share my screen here for you guys. Right. Oh. Go back there. Go back. Okay. All right. We got it. Okay. So in 6th place, Good Veto. Why do I have Good Veto in 6th place? Well, good Veto to me, I think, is a bit of an illusionist. He takes good photos in the gym, in the posing room, with lots of contrast and sharpness added in the shadowing. And I, I just think he's going to look small in comparison to some of these guys that are standing next to him. I could be wrong, right? Uh, this video here of him training also concerned me. The way he looks, there's no vascularity. Like Kriso has the vascularity. Derek Martin has the. Nick has vascularity. Where is the vascularity on this man's arms? Where is it? I don't see it. He's got the triceps here. He's in condition. He's just extremely flat, and the muscle doesn't look dense like Derek has, like Nick has, like Martin has, like even Kriso has. So I don't see him surpassing them. I just can't. That was him 5 days out, and I was just like, that ain't it. That's not gonna cut it with this lineup. Might cut it with other lineups like he did at the Arnold Brazil, but that's it. This ain't the Arnold Brazil. Good Veto. So I got him in 6th, guys, pending some drastic mess ups by some other athletes, and they're way off. Then Good Veto can slide up in there. So we'll leave it there. In 5th place, the suspense, Michael Kriso. 5th place goes to Michael Kriso. This is him today. 3 days out, training in Pittsburgh. Look, we just looked at Good Veto. Now look at this. Look at this. The density of the muscle is on another level. Good Veto's not beating this. Not touching it, man. In fact, I might make the case that he might be able to place higher here. He's a beast. He's a freak. He's got the best arms in bodybuilding. I think he's a solid 4th place, potentially higher. Okay, sorry, 5th place, not 4th. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. He could be a solid 4th place, but he's definitely a solid 5th. There's no way Good Veto is bypassing this. He's a freak of nature. Like I said, the best arms. I would like to see more striations in the triceps. He never seems to have the striations. Look there. There's no striations in the triceps, so that's a little bit odd for having the best arms. You think you give him some striations in the triceps there, but it doesn't have. It's not shown there. He's extremely flat. I know that. But he's going to look incredible. I think he's working with George Farah. I think he's going to look incredible when he steps on stage if he peaks properly and doesn't look flat because he's so shredded. That can happen sometimes. So to clarify, I have Michael Kriso in 5th, not 4th, 5th, potentially 4th, and Good Veto's in 6th. So make sure I get that right. There's some video of him training too. Again, the guy is a beast, and he's very flat here. But again, the vascularity. I just said, where are the veins on Good Veto's arms? You see him there, night and day. Good Veto, you're young, you got some work to do, but you're not there yet. I think he's going to get a rude awakening at this show. All right, so stop it there. We'll go to the next for my 4th place prediction, Mr. William Bonac. Now, again, guys, if you disagree with my placings here, leave a comment below. I want to know where you have these guys and why. But this is you know what, I'm calling it. This is what I think, and based off my experience, where these guys are going to land. Now, William's structure is better than Kriso's. That's why I have him ahead of Kriso. He's a better poser than Kriso. We all know Kriso struggles with the posing. Okay, Now you say, well, Williams' waist is a little thick. Well, Kriso's waist is thick too. Okay. And at the end of the day, it's the man that has the conditioning, the balance, the shape, structure, and presentation. That's what William Bonac has right there. Look at that smile on his face. When Kriso poses, he's struggling. He's like, oh, yeah, it's not smiling, right? He's grunting and grinding. Like, it's not the same. William is a master. He puts on a master class when it comes to posing. Look at this back double bicep. Look at the hamstrings and glutes. He has it. Now, the only factor that can come into play here is if William's burnt out. Okay, he's not a spring chicken. Okay, he's 42 years old. Probably 43 by now. I don't know what his birthday is. But he is consistent, and he has been consistent this whole year. And if he comes in looking like he did in Detroit, which he won and qualified for the Olympia already, he's going to do some damage on the stage. And if anyone is off, that's ahead of him in the third or second, William could potentially surprise people and get ahead, be in that third place position, which is crazy to say, but it could happen. Anything can happen. This is a new era of bodybuilding where there's no consistency in the winners here. It's changing. It's flip-flopping. So that's William Bonac. I have William Bonac in 4th place. I'm sticking to it. All right, guys, this is where it gets kind of crazy. This is where it gets kind of controversial. This is where I know I'm going to hear it in the comments. But I don't give a shit. This is what my final prediction is, and I'm putting it all on the line. It was tough, guys. It was tough. Martin Fitzwater will take 3rd place. It was hard for me to even say that, guys. It was hard for me to get it out. And I'm even while I say it, I question myself and my abilities to predict these shows. But I have to do it. I have to, and I'm going to walk you through it as to why. We got, footage of Martin last year at the Olympia. And, he doesn't have, his structure is very pretty, but he doesn't have enough mass in, like, not mass in the sense of, even like Derek it looks bigger than Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still has that amateur level look to him in some of his poses. I'm like, that could be at the nationals, right? But he brings conditioning. He brings good structure, not great structure. He's got good, because his back poses aren't good. So you can't have great structure and then your back is weak. So it's tough right there. That's not a great shot. The back double not a great shot. That's an important shot in bodybuilding. The rear lat spread's a little bit better on him. But he brought this look for the most part to New York, and the judges said no. Nick's still beating you, even though it was very close. It was 1 point show between him and Nick Walker to New York Pro. But even if he's bigger, it doesn't mean he's going to be better, guys. Even if he's bigger, it doesn't mean Martin Fitzwater is going to be better. And a lot of bodybuilders find out that the hard way. And I think that might happen to Martin Fitzwater. But again, he has the ability to beat Nick Walker and come in second. But we're going to go take a look at that guy right now. Before I do that, I want to look at his 5 days out training video here. And I mean, he's conditioned. You can see the triceps. You can see there's a bit of striations in there. But is that enough? Because Nick Walker's arms are better than that. I don't know, guys. This is tough. I want to get these predictions right. Like, he looks good there. The triceps are striated. But does he have enough mass to not, to under impress when he stands next to Nick Walker with, to me, what looks like an improved Nick Walker. So that's where I get a little bit like, what poses is he going to dominate Nick in? Ask yourself that question, guys. Leave a comment below. Which poses is Martin going to dominate Nick Walker in? I don't think there is any, to be honest. Maybe I don't know. Let's okay. So enough with that. I'm just going to the next step here because I think you know where I'm going. Second place goes to Nick Walker. I'm going to tell you right now, Nick Walker's not beating Derek Lunsford unless Derek Lunsford gets food poisoning and looks like a bag of shit on stage. Nick Walker's not beating Derek Lunsford. Okay, let's just end this now. Let's put it to rest. And another thing that's pissing me off about Nick Walker is these goon lighting photos. Like, Martin's not doing that. Martin's not posting the goon lighting. Derek's not even posting the goon lighting. And a lot of these photos, I think, are misleading Nick Walker. And that's what has hampered Samson Dauda in the past because of the filters he uses. And then he comes to the stage and like, oh, he's not as conditioned as we thought he was. They look shredded in his pictures. Look shredded in the video. But that's not the same guy on stage. So with these shadows and the goon lighting to accentuate his waist, I still think he's top heavy. Even in this photo, the top heaviness to his physique, the structure isn't there. Linda Murray on Olympia TV has Nick in second. Sean Ray and Bob Ciccarello have Nick not in second. They have Martin Fitzwater in second. I have Nick Walker in second, and I'm taking a damn risk saying this. I've been hard on Nick Walker in that waistline. But aside from the front double bicep, where he may beat some guys in, he may beat even Martin Fitzwater in that pose. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe Martin wins that pose over Nick. You got to get the rear lat spread goes to Nick. The back double bicep goes to Nick. The side chest, look at this, goes to Nick. The back double bicep goes to Nick. The side tricep goes to Nick. The abs and thigh potentially goes to Nick, but we can give that to Martin Fitzwater. Most muscular, probably going to go to Nick. He usually wins that one. That's what I'm saying. What poses is Martin dominating Nick Walker in? Especially an improved Nick Walker by the looks of it. So I don't want to go too long there. Nick in second place. I'm sticking with it. Final prediction, Nick in second place. In first place, obviously, Derek Lunsford. He's focused. He's confident. He's calm. He seems happy. He seems structured. He seems to be on a mission. And he wants that triple crown. Olympia, Arnold, and now Pittsburgh Pro title. And I think he's going to get it. And I think he's going to potentially look better than he did at the Arnold, which is going to be hard to do, but it's possible. Most guys can't do it. They can't do it. Hadi couldn't do it. He did 2 Arnolds, and then he did the Olympia, and it wasn't as good. Right? Samson did the Arnold, did the Olympia, did the Arnold, and didn't look as good at the Arnold. Couldn't keep it up. But usually you can tell if they're going to be coming on. Derek looks like he's coming on. Right? And he just posted a video here, guys. Him in Pittsburgh. Right. And look at the chest. Remember that was a weak point on Derek? It's popping out, man. It's swole. It got some thickness to it now because he's been focusing on it. He's young. He had time to build his chest. Didn't have a chest before, but look at the tricep striations there. Okay, another thing. Uh, and now the chest is there. He's built it up. And he's young. He's like 30, 31. He still has took 6 years to build still, man, to get to his prime. So I just look at this guy in the structure that he has. I'm gonna close some of these things so it doesn't lag as much, guys. The structure that he has, to me, I don't think anyone can beat this. The chest has improved. You can see it right there. Derek is coming to win this show. Full stop. Full stop right there. The chest has improved, which is what the judges wanted to see. He's conditioned. He's vascular. He looks more muscular. Derek Lunsford is going to win this show. Derek Lunsford will be the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro first ever champion. And he will have the Triple Crown title. And history will be made. All right, guys, that's it. That's the final prediction for the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro. A little bit longer video than I wanted to make, but man, there's lots to talk about. It's a big show. Leave your comments below. Leave your top 6 in the comments. I want to know. I'm sure it's probably similar to mine, maybe slightly different. And remember to like the video and subscribe, guys. I love you. I love that you support the channel, that you make comments, and that you tune in. We got some big things coming, some announcements I'm excited about. So that's coming. There's lots. It's a great year. It's a good year, and continue to grow and build the channel and reach more people. And tell the truth and not be afraid to tell it. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.